Hello, babies. Where are we today? Where did we come? It is farm day. So we're at the farm. We're having very wintry weather here. So Scott and little Violet decided that it would be so much fun to come to the farm and see what kind of little animals we could find. And we found lots of little animals. Right now we're getting about 5 inches of snow. It's a big storm, and we thought this would be a good escape from that cold winter and come to a peaceful place where we can find lots of sweet animals. So let's see what we have here. First of all, little Scott wanted to show you what he's wearing. I'll show you. I'll put a pillow here. I know it's in pink, but he's wearing overalls. And it says, "Gone fishing." And there's a little bear. And he decided he wanted to wear overalls today, and he's all set for the farm. And there's little pockets where he could put lots of neat things that he finds in the farm. It could be acorns or little stones, or what else could you find in the farm that you could put in your pocket? Or a little frog even. Maybe there's a frog someplace. So Scott was all excited about coming to the farm. He's the, let's see, what sculpt is he? He's the Candy sculpt. He's just so sweet. I love his smile. Isn't he just a little cutie? I was going to say, isn't he a doll? Of course he's a doll. But, and he's holding little Lucky. We used to have a little doggy named Lucky, and he decided that he wanted to bring Lucky along to the farm. So there's little Scott. And let's see, what else? Anyway, and then I've got little Violet here. I'll put my ducky so he shows a little better over here. Because, of course, there's ducks in the pond when we go to the farm. There's lots of ducks. And I love this ducky, bright yellow, and he loves to go quack, quack. Yep, so he likes to be in the pond. So when we got to the farm, that's where the ducky was. But let's see what little Violet is wearing. Aw, look what she's wearing. She was the first baby I painted and created, and so she's very special to me. And she has a little black outfit, kind of with suspenders. You could say it almost looks like little suspenders, or kind of like it's more like a romper, and it has a little sheep on it, and it says "Ba Ba Black Sheep." So of course we do see a lot of sheep at the farm sometimes, right? So we get to see sheep. So I thought she would look really cute in that outfit. And I bought that a long time ago, and I just fell in love with that sweet little outfit. So let's see what animals Scott and little Violet found. Let's take a look, because they found a lot of little animals. And let's see, they found a little lamb in the farm, didn't you? We see lots of lambs or sheep. We also found a squirrel. When we got here, the squirrel was climbing up a tree and looking for acorns and stuff. Of course, in the warmer weather, they don't have to worry so much about looking for acorns ahead of time, but where we live here in Wisconsin, squirrels start looking for acorns and nuts like in August, September, because the weather is getting a little colder. So they start getting ready, and they're very smart little critters, because they know how to store all their food to get ready for winter. Right, little Scott? So let's see. So we have a squirrel. Oh, I'll put little Violet right here. Hopefully you can see her. There she is. And also there's lots of grass, open fields in a farm, so we made sure that there was lots of green grass, because little animals like that, and they like their hay and that. So, and what else did we find? What did we find, Scott and Violet? We found a goat, and goats are, I love goats. They're very interesting little animals, and actually, they're very friendly. You know, you can maybe put your hand next to them and they kind of sniff your fingers, and of course with their horns, or their little horns, they can like push on fences, or they have gates. They're very strong. They can be very strong. But he's a cute little goat. And what's his name? This is a TY goat. And his name is Goaty. Though she's hungry, she's in a good mood, searching through garbage, tin cans for food. For Goaty, the goat, it's not a big deal. Anything at all makes a fine meal. Oh boy. So I didn't know that they even got into the garbage sometimes. But anyway, I just love that little goat. And so we found a squirrel, a goat, a little lamb. What else did we find at the farm? Now that we're here, what else do we see? We see a ducky in the pond, and he's having so much fun, just waddling around, swimming, and going quack, quack, quack. So I love that little ducky. So he's going quack, 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 quack. Yep, my son, when he was a little boy, he loved ducks. And he couldn't say duck, he had to say guck. So it was a hard word to say, but he sure loved them. And let's see. Oh, we're still on. Oh, and guess what else we found? We found a caterpillar. And oh, the babies love this, because it's got lots of rings, colorful rings. And it kind of has a rattle inside. And it's a happy caterpillar. And so we found this, and it's one of their favorite toys. The babies love playing with the toys, don't you? Maybe I'll give it to Scott so he can play with it for a little while. So he's a good boy. There we go. So he's enjoying playing with this caterpillar. And we'll put little Lucky over here. All right, and what other little animals did we find? Oh, and when we came, we saw a robin. And he was nibbling on, he was up in the birdhouse, bird feeder, eating. And of course, robins love worms. So he's a fat little robin, and he's all set for winter because he's wearing a scarf. Look at that. So he looks like he's all ready for winter, and he stored a lot of, he ate a lot during the fall, so he'd be all set for winter. He's kind of in hibernation, but of course here in the farm, he doesn't, where it's warmer, he probably doesn't have to worry about hibernating, right? Oh, my little birdhouse fell over, but this is a little bird house that I thought would be fun for my channel. And it's got lots of pretty flowers, and it's got a teeny tiny little bird inside. But I thought it was really cute. So, and I was going to read a little book about the farm, kind of to get us into the mood of being in the farm, because we all love going and seeing lots of little animals, and there's just so many interesting things to look at. So, right, Scott. So Scott and Violet are going to listen to me read a book, and it's called Big Bird's Day on the Farm. Oh, are you going to listen? And there's Big Bird. And maybe I won't read it all, but I'll read part of it so you get an idea. And it says, Big Bird was on the way to Sesame Street when he saw a sign at a fork in the road. It said, "No through road." What a funny name for a road, said Big Bird. See, and there's all the little animals. I'll put a little goat over here. So there's Big Bird, and we have some cows and some chickens. And Big Bird is holding a little bear. Oh, maybe this is the way to Sesame Street, said Big Bird as he walked along the dirt road. Oh, look at the dirt road, and he spotted a bunny, and there's some sheep out in the meadow, and there's a barn, and a little house where the people live. Isn't that cute? What else did Big Bird see? Hi there, Big Bird greeted a flock of chickens pecking on the road. Do you mind if I join you for dinner? Ah, there's Big Bird. Oh, he's found some chickens. Big Bird looked up and saw a little girl staring at him. You're the biggest chicken I've ever seen, she said. I'm not a big chicken, I'm a big bird, he said. Nice to meet you, Big Bird. I'm Ruthie, and this is my brother, Floyd. Look at the little kids. They were amazed by Big Bird. He's so big. Would you like to visit our farm, Big Bird asked Ruthie. Oh, thanks, he answered with a yawn. It's too late for me to get all the way to Sesame Street today. Ruthie and Floyd took Big Bird to the barn. They made him a soft nest out of hay. Aw, see, there's Big Bird in the nest. He's getting ready for bed. He's kind of tired. Would you, let's see. Then it says, as they tucked Big Bird in, Floyd asked, will you stay and play with us tomorrow? You couldn't help us feed the animals, or you could help us feed the animals. I'd like that, Big Bird answered. When the rooster crows, you'll know it's time to get up, said Ruthie. Then they kissed him good night. Ah, he did. I love the colors. I always loved Big Bird. I remember watching Sesame Street. We all love Sesame Street, don't we? Big Bird waited and waited for the rooster to crow. Maybe he's taking a nap, Big Bird thought as he fell asleep. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Big Bird woke up and saw the sun coming up over the hen house. There comes the sun. Yeah, Big Bird is waking up. After breakfast, Ruthie and Floyd took Big Bird to see the cows. Oh, there are the cows. We see lots of cows at the farm, don't we? The first chore we do every morning is milk the cows. And feed them hay, said Ruthie. Gee, said Big Bird, on Sesame Street we get our milk from Hooper's store. Yeah, we all like our milk, don't we? And babies need lots of milk once they get a little bigger for strong bones. Next, they went to the hen house. Ruthie and Floyd showed Big Bird how to take eggs out of the nests gently and carry them carefully in an egg basket. Look at all the chickens, and they're all hatching eggs. Yep. Gee, said Big Bird, on Sesame Street we get our eggs in cardboard cartons. Then Ruthie and Floyd took Big Bird to the pig pen. Here's your breakfast, said Ruthie to the pigs. You look like someone I know back home, Big Bird said to one little piggy. Oh, look at the little piggies. Yep, they're feeding the pigs. Oh, there we go. Then, oh, guess what? We see horses. When they went out to the field to feed the horses, Big Bird carried the bag of oats. They poured the oats in troughs for the horses. Bert likes oatmeal too, said Big Bird. He would love it here. We like Bert and Ernie, don't we? Everybody does. Oh, and now we'll show you where honey comes from, said Ruthie, leading Big Bird out in the field to the beehives. The bees gather nectar from the flowers and they bring it here to their hive. When they turn the nectar into honey, don't pet the bees, said Floyd. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the bees. Yep. Then Big Bird, Ruthie, and Floyd went to the apple orchard. I know how to pick these apples fast, said Big Bird. Without even standing on tiptoes, Big Bird could reach every apple on the tree. Oh, look at all the yummy apples. Mmm, yum, yum, yum. And now they're in the garden. In the garden, Ruthie and Floyd picked cucumbers and tomatoes off the vines. Big Bird couldn't believe it when Ruthie pulled a carrot right out of the ground. Gee, he said, on Sesame Street we get our vegetables from Mr. McIntosh's fruit and vegetable stand. Yeah. And finally, now the sun was high in the sky. They went to the house for a delicious farm lunch. So there are the little kids eating lunch, and Big Bird is joining them. So it looks like they had a terrific day at the farm. Then it was time for Big Bird to go home. Come and visit us again, and said Ruthie and Floyd, waving goodbye. Thanks for everything, said Big Bird. I had a wonderful day on the farm. He looked up the road, then down. By the way, he said, can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? So this is a Sesame Street book, a little golden book. And it was published in 1985 by Jim Henson Productions. So we all love Sesame Street, don't we? So I think Scott and Violet had a wonderful time at the farm today. It's just such a fun place to come. You just never know what kind of little animals are going to come and greet you. So thank you for joining us, and we'll be back again. And the babies say hello, say hi to everybody. So thanks again. Bye-bye.